So now parity bits for detection. There are other different types of detection. Single parity check codes, single parity. Then that can be classified into again two types further, even and odd, even parity and odd parity. Then the next type is basically multiple addition or the two-dimensional parity check matrix. जिसमें we can add the parity bits in the rows and columns. So that method is called as two-dimensional parity check matrix. Pay attention here, because if you understand this, the chapter number 3 will be easy for you to understand. For understanding how the errors are basically corrected, we first you should know how to detect them, right? Before correction, we should identify the errors, then only it is possible for us to correct them. So parity method is the simplest method of error detection. So this parity bits is nothing but, the parity bit is nothing but it is an extra bit that is added to the data, which does not carry any information, extra bit added in the data, and this bit does not carry any information. Okay, so simplest method जैसे सबको पता है, in this method the extra parity bit is also called as a parity check bit. So we can see the example. First we will see the example of even parity. First example is even parity. Even parity is that when the parity bit is added in such a way that the total number of ones in the data will become 1. So even parity को हम define, how to define? Total number of ones in data will become even, will become 1. So with example, if I want to explain you, suppose this is my data 100,110. So here we see, if we count the number of ones in the given data, right? The number of ones are odd because the number of ones here are 3, and therefore these ones are odd in numbers. 3 is an odd number, right? So if you add one extra parity bit over here, okay, so this is the extra bit and that bit is called the parity bit. So now the number of ones here will be even. Okay, so even parity, what does it mean? Data contains odd number of ones and addition of extra bit will make them even. So in such situation we call it as an even parity. In case of odd parity, the parity bits are added in such a way that the total number of ones become odd in the data bit. The parity added in such a way that data bits will be odd after addition. Okay, now assuming that again we'll consider one data with some even parity, and once the number of bits are added like odd parity, the parity bits added in such a way that the total number of ones in the end will become 1. So suppose this is my data 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So we see that here the number of ones are even here. So if I add one bit extra over here as a parity bit, this will make the parity as ones will become odd. So these are the two types where we can add the parities. One is even and one is odd.
Yes, ma'am.
Redundancy is basically increase. When we add these parities, this addition is called as a redundancy addition. Redundancy addition. And the simple meaning of redundancy is nothing but extra. Okay, as I have told you, this bit does not carry any information This bit is just a companion with the message bits. If I treat this as a message bit, this will be a different bit. Okay, usually message bits are shown with k number of bits, and total number of bits are considered as n. So parity bits p will be equal to always n minus k, where n is a total number of bits. N stands for total bits. So parity bits will be defined with the formula n minus k. Very important formula as far as the data transfer or the error detections in block codes is concerned. So redundancy is introduced by addition of parity bits, but this check will not be any effective in the probability of error in the bit is very low enough. Thus, the likelihood of more than single bit error in the word can be ignored. Single bit addition of parity will be detecting single or double or max to max 1 or 2 bits of error in a data stream. But we want to go for burst error, then we have to adopt some different method that will be discussed later on. So what are the disadvantages of this even and odd parity? When we add these redundant bits, the number of bits in a data will be obviously increased. That means overhead in a communication system will increase. Parity check methods cannot detect errors, burst errors, right? Rather, they don't detect the burst errors. Burst error ka matlab more than one bit or multi-bit error. So parity bit they cannot be able to detect the burst errors. Okay, that is not possible with a single parity bit addition, and this method is unable to detect which bit is in error, right? So suppose the received data is at the receiver, we will not be able to tell absolutely key among these data bits which bit is in the error. Either this 0 is in error, or this is 0, or this bit is error. So that is highly we are not able to find that error. And detection of error at the receiver, we again add to have detection of error at the receiver using parity bits again requires some extra algorithm that will increase the design or the algorithm complexity of the receiver. So longitudinal and vertical redundancy check are the two-dimensional parity check methods. As we have already seen, the limitation of single bit addition into the 8-bit data will lead you to detect only one error, and that is also not with conformity as where the exactly error happened. So by using the two-dimensional parity check matrix, there are the two obvious methods. One is longitudinal redundancy check and second is vertical redundancy check. So these are called as the extension of parity check methods. So as two dimensions means there will be a row and column. Okay, there will be row and column for detection. So in case of first, let us see the first LRC. LRC is longitudinal redundancy check. So here the blocks of bits is organized in the form of tables. The blocks or the data block of bits is organized in the form of a table. Okay, and that table will consist of rows and columns. So let us assume that I have this data 11100 111. This is my first 8-bit data. Then second data is 110 11101. Make sure I'm writing all the 8 bits. The data stream next will be 00111 001, and the last data bit, let us assume 101010001. Okay, so this is data stream 1, data stream 2, data stream 3, and data stream 4. So if you want to write this data information in the form of a table, so block of data in a tabular form LRC bit can be written as, see now how I am writing the first data stream, that is 111 0011, sorry, 111. This was my data stream 1. Okay, my second data stream was 111, sorry, 110, 11101. This was my data stream 0. Are you getting this point? So likewise, I'm just writing all the data stream in the form of rows and columns to make it a two-dimensional data. 001. This is data stream 3. And last data stream is 1010, 1001. So this is data stream 4. Now this type of data is usually called as a block of data where a stream of data has given two dimensional and one extra row will be added at the bottom, and that will called as a LRC bits according to even parity. Here we are going to add one more row, and that row will be longitudinal redundancy check bits according to even parity. So what we are going to see here, we'll examine each row and then we'll see whether the one is 0 or not, and after that we are just going to make the last row as even parity. So after seeing now column will be start, this is my first column, we'll start from left to right, we'll go in this direction. So here already the number of ones are 0. All the we'll see this is a column number, say this column number 1, column number 2, 3, column number 3 up to column number 8. Okay, so this, in this column all the number of ones are even, therefore LRC bit added over here will be 0. Similarly, if you go to the next, you see here only one number of ones, so we'll write here as additional bit to make it even. Remember, we are making it even, so I will add here as 1, so that the entire column will contain even number of ones. Here two ones are there, that means even, so we'll add 0. 3 ones, to make it even we have to add 1. Here it is already even, it is already odd, so we'll add 1. Here it is 0 and it is 1. So this one bit is added as even parity in the last column, sorry, in the last row of the LRC bits. So this is how an example is shown how the LRC bits are managed. First, the data block is converted into first the data stream, which are in the form of rows. They are arranged one below the other, and after making a tabular form of data, we'll check the column from right to left and we'll see the number of ones. Now objective here is to make the total number of ones in the column in the form of even number of ones. So accordingly the data bits are added to make the entire data as a even parity data. So performance of LRC. LRC basically increases the likelihood of the detecting the burst errors. Because remember, single parity will check single error, will detect single error, but LRC increases the likelihood. LRC will increase the likelihood of burst error. Burst error, as I already know, already told you, burst error, the multi-bit error को हम बोलते हैं, right? So this method is basically designed for calculation of burst error, and LRC of n bit can be easily detect the burst with n number of bits. Okay, if two bits in two data streams are in error, and the position of the bits in the error is clear, so exactly LRC method will be, now here there will be a problem for detection of error. That means when the two bits in the two data streams are in error and the position of the bits in the both the stream is exactly same, then we will not be able to detect the error using the LRC method, and that is considered as a drawback of LRC method. LRC for error detection. When the data is received at the receiver, the rows are basically checked with the corresponding odd or even bits column wise. Assuming that these data streams are now affected by burst error of length 8, therefore we can say that some of the bits are in the error. So from right to left, if we see, the odd number of bits. This second column is having odd number of bits, fourth column is having odd number of bits, and column number 7 is having odd number of bits. So that means some error has occurred in the corresponding column. So these are the bits which are the error, and these errors are usually called as burst error. Burst errors, we use this word whenever there is a multi-bit error in the incoming data. So when we got such burst errors in the coming block of data, the total number of block, the entire or the whole block is discarded. That means this is not considered for decoding or for the information request. Okay, so this entire block is discarded actually. The entire block is discarded, removed from the decoding mechanism. Okay. So when there are chances of multi-bit errors in the receiver or in the particular block, then entire block is discarded, and the amount of redundancy and power of the system, basically, that is also considered while deciding the length of block. What does it mean? Longer the blocks provides less redundancy, and they also gives the poor error detection. So this is only because we take only one bit per block and can be corrected with complete reliability. So that is the required thing. Every time a single bit error mechanism should be taken. Also, while discarding, you can discarding any particular block. You can basically losing a lot amount of data, which is reconstructed, which can be reconstructed faithfully. So when there is more than one error per block, the data block is discarded and request of retransmission is done from receiver to transmitter. What receiver says, there are multi-bit errors in the received information. So it will discard the entire block and will send request to the transmitter for a retransmission. So this is how the data errors can be removed, okay, by replacing the erroneous block with the entirely new transmitted block. The optimum block length depends upon the error rate of the channel. What will be the rate or what should be the size of this block, 8 by 8, 9 by 9, or whatever may be the size, that will be basically decided by the error rate generated in the channel. If the channel is too much of noisy, then this error rate will be also very high. A long block will reduce the amount of redundant information if there are few errors, but it also required very high channel rate. So as long as we need a long blocks, the retransmission request, sending this retransmission request frequently to the transmitter will basically degrade the entire performance of the system.